Voice Against Corruption organization released a number of telephone conversation recordings that are said to have taken place on the day of the impugned bond auction.
These are telephone conversation recordings from the moment the bond scam took place on the 27th of February 2015. You can listen to them.
අපි දානස මේ පොඩ සෙටල්මන්ට් ලොකු ගණක් આવුත් මම මට සට දාලා මම මම කරලා දෙන්න. මේ EPF ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ ඩිරෙක්ට් බිට් කරන්නේ නැද්ද දැන්?
බිට් කරනවා?
බිට් කරනවද? ඔව්. ඒක through primary dealers නෙවෙයිද කරන්නේ? නෑ. නෑ. මේ කට්ටිය මේ මෙහෙන උඩින් මේගොල්ලෝ මේ බිට් එවන්නේ මේ මම මේ බැලුවේ ඒකයි.
කවුද එවලා තියෙන්නේ?
එවලා මේ අපේ කස්ටමර් කෙනෙක් මේවා වැදුනොත් එහෙනම් මේ මාකට් එක දෙයි හාමුදුරනේ කොහේ යයිද දන්නේ නැහැ මට. ආද වැදුනා බොන්න එකේ නේද? තෝරලට හම්බෙන්නද ගොඩක් නෑ? නෑ නෑ මං කියනවා කියන්නේ අපි පොඩ්ඩයි කියන්නේ අපි දුන්න. ඒකට ඒක සුද ගිල්ලනේ. මේ රේට්ස් මේක නම් විනාශයක් දැන් අපිට ඔක්කොම මට කතා කරන්න බැරුව ඉන්නේ ඇත්තටම. ඒ මම සෙන්ට්‍රල් බැංක් කතා කරලා කිව්වා මොකද්ද මේ කරපු වැඩේ විතර වහබෝතලයක් කියවන්න මේ. දැන් මම දැන් ආනන්දලට වෙනනම් ගියා. ඕගොල්ලන්ට උදව් කරන්න ස්ටේට් බැංක් දෙකෙන් බජට් වැදලා තියෙන ස්ටේට් බැංක් වලට කියනවා. ගවර්නර් ලෙවල් තියෙන ඔක්කොම බිස් ගන්න කියලා. ඕක 12 මාර නෙමෙයි ඊට උඩ තියෙනත් ඔක්කොම ගන්න කියලා කිව්වා. ඊට පස්සේ කන්වින්ස් කරන්නම් බැරි වුණාලු.
ඉස්ලාම් පාල
වහ කුප්පියකුත් එවන්න අපිට. වහ කුප්පියකුත් එවන්න අපිට.
ඉස්ලාම් පාල ඒකයි මං කිව්වේ අපි රේට් ඉන්ඩිකේෂන් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේකට ඕන ඒ ගානක බිඩ් කරන්න කියලා අපි කිව්වනේ ඉස්ලාම් පාල. You won't believe. Oh, it's between you and me. හරිද? Governor walked into the department and told, take this bid. Take at this level.
ඉතින් බලන්න දැන්. වගේන මට කතා කරන්න බැරුව ඉන්නවා මේ විශ්වාස කරනවද මේ?
ඕ මේක මාල් ෂොක් එකක් මාකටද?
ඇයි එහෙම කරන්නේ ඉතින්?
ඉතින් ඉස්සරහට අපි කොච්චර කිව්වත් ඩිසිෂන් එක ගන්න යානේ.
එන හරි අපිට තේරෙනවා. දැන් මොකක්ද බරිද පර්පස් behind?
එයාගෙන් මම අහන්න වෙන්නේ ඉස්සරහට.
මහ බැංකුවේ ණය දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ නෝනා කියනවා මේක සීක්‍රට් එකක් between you and me.
The officer from the Public Debt Department at the Central Bank of Sri Lanka says this is a secret between you and me. The governor had told them to accept all bids and he is the decision maker. Here is the evidence and it is clear who should be held accountable for this. P. Samrasiri has been made an advisor to the Ministry of Finance because he is a witness. Questions are raised because Ranil Wickramasinghe, Kabir Hashim and Malik Samaravikrama had visited the Central Bank. Arjuna Mahendan informed Coop he got approval after making a phone call to the Prime Minister. Therefore, the law needs to be enforced against everyone who is accused of being a party to this scam.
Newsfirst Zulfiq Farzan, who has been continuously reporting on the Presidential Commission of Inquiry, joins us now with more details about these telephone conversations.
Several of the conversations that were released to the media today by the Voice Against Corruption organization were previously played at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry when witnesses were summoned to testify before them. Now, most of the calls relate to conversations that took place between the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, the Bank of Ceylon, and also with the CEO of Perpetual Treasuries Limited, Kasun Palisena. Now, these conversations mainly relate to the bond auction that took place on the 27th of February 2015. In one phone conversation, Kasun Palisena is heard asking the Bank of Ceylon dealer JKD Dharmapala to place a bid on behalf of them at this 30-year bond auction. Twice, JKD Dharmapala questions Kasun Palisena why are PTL Treasuries Limited not placing a bid at that auction. However, Kasun Palisena says that they are doing so, but they wish that BOC or the Bank of Ceylon places a bid on behalf of them. After the auction had taken place, JKD Dharmapala also calls Steffi Fernando from the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. She is an employee at the Public Debt Department. In that phone conversation, the recording was also released today to the media. JKD Dharmapala is heard asking Steffi Fernando to give him a small cup of poison. This is after the auction had taken place. The reason why he says is because the Central Bank of Sri Lanka at that auction had accepted bids more than what was on offer and the rate was extremely high. And that is why JKD Dharmapala says to send them a cup of poison. Now, the people connected to these phone conversations have testified before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. They are Kasun Palisena, the Chief Executive Officer of Perpetual Treasuries Limited, Steffi Fernando, the front office officer at the Central Bank of Sri Lanka attached to the Public Debt Department, and JKD Dharmapala from the Bank of Ceylon. This evidence is not something new to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. This evidence was led before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. However, this is the first time that this evidence has come out to the media, so that the general public will have the benefit of knowing what happened between these officers on the 27th of February 2015.